Hey everybody, welcome to the social media flash class. Okay, a flash class just means that we're going to be going through the information very quickly. It's not going to be a long drawn out class, but it is a class that you can actually start to implement the things that you are learning as you are listening. Okay, so I'm going to share some different tips and tools, and you can actually follow along with your phone or with your computer, and you can start implementing these right away so that you can start seeing results. I'm super excited to share this with you, and let's get started. Okay, so a little bit about me. My name is Liana James. I am the co-founder of Conquering Life Together. It's a company my husband and I started together to help people build strong businesses and strong relationships. We believe that you really can have it all. And so we help people get it all. I'm also a speaker. I speak all over the US and hopefully one day the world about emotional intelligence. I'm also an author, a coach, and I'm a homeschool mom of 4. So if you're like, I'm super busy, I don't know how to fit this social media stuff into my life, trust me, you'll be able to use these tips and tools very quickly and very effectively. Okay, this is why you need the class so that you can get it right the first time and really start posting things that are going to create money, right? You start posting things that are going to give you the results that you're looking for. I've also made over $60,000 in my first year in network marketing. And as a homeschool mom of 4, I don't have a huge network. I don't have communities of coworkers that I could reach back to and talk to about the service that I'm offering. And so I really had to rely heavily on social media. And so these are tips, tools, and strategies that I have tried firsthand and that have created results for me. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is what's your brand? If you've ever had a coaching call with me, you know that this is something we really focus heavily on. In order to find success in social media, you need to know who your people are, where they are, and what they need. And so I want you to grab a pen and paper really quick, and I want you to write down these 3 questions. Why do people come to you? When people are calling you, what is it that they're talking to you about? What is it that they're wanting to share with you? Why are they coming to you? And it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. I just want you to answer this honestly. You don't have to share your notes with the class. And so be honest. Why do people come to you? And then the second question is, what problems do they want you to solve? Are they asking you to, solve their financial problems? Are they asking you to solve their problems with their kids or their relationships? Are they just, asking you to be a dumping ground where they can just go to you and just vent, right? What problems are they wanting you to solve? Go ahead and write that down. And then lastly, what are you known for? Now, your brand, simply put, is how people talk about you when they're not in the room. So what would they say about you? What would they say? Who would they send your way if based on your characteristics and based on the relationship that you have with them? And so what are you known for? Okay, now that we got your brand out of the way, we want to look at what you want your brand to be, okay? Because you're taking this class because you have a brand in who you are, and then you have a brand in what you're offering. And for some reason, there's a disconnect with your audience. And so you're not getting the results that you're looking for. So let's look at the brand and what you're offering. Why did you choose it? If you are in a network marketing company, why did you choose to go with that company? Was it because you needed extra money? Was it because you fell in love with the products? Was it because you were supporting a friend? What is it? Why did you choose to go with what you're selling? If you have an idea and you are an entrepreneur who is building from the ground up, why your product? What made you settle in on, this is the area where I'm going to serve? Write that down. The next thing I want you to write down is, what problem did it solve? Sometimes people join different businesses or start companies because it's solving the problem of community, right? I just wanted to be included. I just wanted to be a part of a group of people that were winning. Or maybe it's because, you're needing some extra money and you're like, I just needed a couple of extra $100 a month. And then now I'm at this place where I'm realizing that it can be so much more and I want to get to that next level. Or maybe it's, these products have changed my life and I want to help change other people's lives. Whatever it is, I want you to take a second and write down, What problem does your product or service solve? Lastly, I want you to write down, what is it known for? Now, if you're like, I just started this, I don't know what it's known for, it's okay. Go ahead and take a second and write down, what would you like it to be known for, right? What do you want people to say about it? What are people already saying about it? One of the things that I tell my team is borrow my success, borrow the success from other people, right? If maybe you joined for money, but you haven't made any money yet. So maybe your story is, you know what? There's a mom of four, a homeschool mom of four who, she went from not ever making anything in network marketing to making over $60,000 in her first year. And I know that if she can do it, I can do it. Maybe that's your story. So whatever you're known for, whatever you want your product to be known for, think about that. Okay. Now this is where we get to merge the two. Okay. When you look at what your current brand is and what you're offering, if they are not within synergy with each other, then we get to change that today. Okay. So I want you to start looking at everything you do on social media. You're going to look at it from the place of, what do I want people to come to me for? And the answer to that question is why you chose your business, right? So let me give you an example. I help entrepreneurs get their business needs met, whether it be start an LLC, to training and coaching for their business, all the way to passing their business on to their kids. I help them with all of that, right? So why do people come to me? People come to me so that I can help them get their business off the ground, so that I can get their idea from idea to monetized product or service, right? That's why people come to me. So every post I post on social media is directed towards those people, right? What problems do they want me to solve? They want me to solve the problem of monetizing their business or getting a cash injection strategy for their business, right? So your question, your second question, what problems do they want you to solve? The answer to that is going to be, what problem did your product and service solve? Okay. Lastly, what are you known for? You want to be known for whatever it is that your service is known for. So I want to be known for taking people from $0 to upwards of $60,000 a year. Like, that's what I want to be known for. And eventually, I want to be a millionaire maker. Not saying that I just want to be a millionaire, but I want people that work with me to become millionaires. Like, that's my end goal. And so I get to talk to those people right now. Every single post is geared towards my brand. I'm always on brand. I had somebody ask me, and they said, well, how do you get referrals? Like, I want to know, how do you get referrals? How do you get a steady influx of clients? And how do you get your repeat clients to send you other people? When you are on brand, when you are clear about who you serve, people know who to refer to you. So people refer their family and friends to me because if somebody says, oh, I want to start a business, they're like, oh, let me connect you with Liana. She can help you. When people say, oh, I want to start an LLC, let me connect you with Liana. She can help you. I haven't gotten my will done. People are like, well, you know what? Liana talks a lot about legal stuff in business. I bet she could probably help you with that. And so whatever it is that your brand is, the more focused and zoned in you are around that brand, the more referrals you'll get. I've had people tell me no and send me their friends, right? And so that's what you want. You want people to send you who is in their community. So you want to work through people. And the way that you do that is about being very clear about who you serve, okay? All right. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what types of posts convert to sales. Okay, so now that you're on brand, you got the branding thing together, you understand who you're talking to, what do you post? You want to think about, what are 3 things? I've seen some of your guys' social media, some of you guys have 4, 5 things like on your banner description. You really want to narrow that down to 3 things at most. What are 3 things that you want to talk about on your social media. I know it's super easy to like get on social media and just throw up and share all the things that appeal to you. But if you are serious about monetizing your social media, you have to be very clear and very niched. So, who are you talking to? Right? What are three things? And this is what you want to do around those three things. You want to post three things that you like, right? So you can post about parenting. I'm a homeschool mom before, so I post about homeschooling or parenting. I'll post about marriage and inspirational things about marriage and relationships. And I post about business. Like those are the three things that I post about. So for every three things that you post about, you can share one offer. Okay. And what that means is, let's say that you are selling weight loss products. So you might do a post that says, oh my goodness, I had so much fun going hiking with the kids this weekend. It was phenomenal. And then your next post may be, oh my goodness, what are you guys having for dinner tonight? I need some more dinner ideas, right? That's a really good engagement post, by the way. Write that down. What are you having for dinner tonight? I need some dinner ideas. You want to use that if that's on brand for you, okay? And then the third thing that the third post could be something around, oh my goodness, I feel so good today. I feel so good when I get some fresh air. Like, what makes you guys feel the best in your body? Okay, so stay with me here. Remember, we are talking about somebody that is selling weight loss products. Well, then that fourth post will be something along the lines of, hey, you guys, I've been taking this amazing product, and you're going to share your story. I've been taking this amazing product. It has completely transformed me. I went from being sluggish and slow to really feeling a whole lot of energy, and I'm super excited to share it with you. Drop an emoji below if you want me to send you out some samples, right? And then that way, those three posts are getting you connected to your audience so that they see that fourth post. All right. So every three posts, it's still going to be on brand. All three of those posts had to do with health and wellness. And then that fourth one is going to be an offer. Listen, every single post needs to have a call to action. Now, that call to action can be different things. It can be drop an emoji below if, right? Share your thoughts with me. How did you feel about what I just said or what I just shared? Tag a friend. Like, that's a great way to expand your network. Tag a friend that you know that needs to hear this information. And so that's something that is a really good engagement post. And then another really good engagement post is, what do you do when, right? When you ask people for their advice, they want to connect with you deeper. And so the reason that you want to post these type of posts is because the more engagement you get, the wider net is cast. Okay, the more people you get to be in front of. So these are some posts that have converted into sales for me. All right, this one right here has been really, really good. I just posted it a few days ago. It says, is it a touchy subject talking to your parents, spouse, and children about life insurance, wills, living wills, and power of attorney? Like, this is such a good post. People are sharing their opinions. I have 66 comments on this post. People sharing their opinions and their ideas. And you know what? Remember, I just said I help people get their wills and stuff done. I can go back. I've gone back and messaged people and said, hey, I appreciate you weighing in and sharing your story on my post. I'm sure you probably already have this taken care of, but just in case you don't, I would love to help you get your will done. Do you already have it done? And that right there, I was able to get 10 exposures yesterday just from this post. Or this one is a really good engagement post because I'm a mom. So I can say, who are my moms with kids 10 and under? How are you guys? You good? You see, I got 125 comments on that one. All of the parents are like, oh my goodness, I'm going crazy with my kids. Help me. You know, I have a few parents that are like, you know what, we're doing all right. But guess what? Those are all people that are now in my pipeline who need what I have to offer. I can connect with them in their direct messages and say, hey, I'm so glad that things are going well with you and your kids. Or, hey, hang in there. We're in this together. It's going to be okay. Whatever it is, it gets to open up a conversation so that a sale can take place in the future, right? Another one is this one right here. It says, I did a video, a live. Lives are amazing because you can send them everywhere. Okay. So a quick segue. Here's some tips. I didn't include this in here because I wasn't sure if I was going to share it, but why not? So go ahead and grab a pen and paper, jot this down. 3 quick things to do when you're doing a live that really help expand your reach. 1, introduce yourself. I know it's your page, but introduce yourself because you want people to share your lives. When people share your lives, they're going to share it with their friends that may not know you. So introduce yourself every single live, okay? The second thing is have bullet points. If you can give quick tips, oh, people love quick tips, especially videos under 10 minutes. They can listen to it as they're doing something else. They get 3 or 4 quick tips that they could write down and jot down. It makes a difference. And then the third thing is always have a call to action. Invite them to send you a DM. Invite them to click on your website. Invite them to share with their friends or tag their friends below. But you want a call to action so that your reach is further expanded. You see this one right here? I have 8 shares and I have 21 comments. But when I click on that video, over 100 and something people have seen the video. And it's because people are sharing my videos, and I go live at least 5 times a week. Okay. And so you don't have to go live that many times. You can start small and work your way up to it. But I have found that my audience loves it. And so I go live because they love getting that content in a visual and audio form. This last one right here is an introduction post. As you are expanding your network, you are inviting more friends to join you, right? You need to have an introduction post where you introduce yourself every so often. So at least once a quarter, at least once every 3 months, you want to say something like, hey, I got a lot of new friends. This is something cool about me. How are you? Tell me about you. If you look down here, I got 62 comments on that post. I had over 56 people that liked it. And it's really cool because it's a great way to start the conversation in people's inboxes. You can take it from the post to going into their inbox and finishing the conversation there and moving them from a commenter to a customer. All right. Okay. So what does that look like? I want to share this with you guys because this is amazing. This is amazing. If you look at this post, you'll see I only had 3 people who liked this post. But this post has gotten me multiple sales. And the people that have bought from me based on this post didn't even like the picture or comment. I have no comments on this, but I've gotten multiple sales. As a matter of fact, today I had somebody reach out to me and this is what they said. Hey, good afternoon. I'd like to get your help with my uncontested divorce as soon as possible. Say, hey, thanks for reaching out. Do you have about 10 minutes? He said, yes, I do. What's your phone number? We got on the phone. I had him on and off the phone within 10 minutes, got him set up with everything he needed. That's a sell right there. He never once engaged with my post. And so I'm sharing that with you because when you're on brand, people find you and seek you out for specific things, even if they don't engage on your post. Even if they never comment, they see it, they file it away in their Rolodex, and then that way when they need to find something, they're looking for it. I also posted this in a group, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to use groups, Facebook groups, to get sales. But I posted this in a group, and he was able to go into the group and search divorce lawyer, and my picture and post probably popped up. And he sent me a message based on that. I asked him how he found me. He's like, oh, I saw your post on Facebook. I'm like, okay, which one? And as I'm talking to him, I found out which group he was a part of. And he found my post in a group. Never liked it, never commented, but reached out to me right away. All right. Also, this went to my others inbox. So you guys make sure you're checking your others inbox frequently. Speaking of inboxes, so what do you do? How do you slide into somebody's DMs, right? How do you reach out to people without being super spammy? And let me tell you, that's so important. It's so important to know who you're talking to. Okay. I had somebody reach out to me for weight loss products. And they're like, hey, how are you? I would love to share with you some weight loss products and have you join me on my weight loss journey. And I'm like, I don't need to lose any weight. Like, I'm naturally thin. But all they had to do, my profile is public. All they had to do was look at my profile and see what I'm about. They could have connected with me on so many other levels. They could have said, "Hey, you are a busy mom of 4. I see you homeschool your kids. How are you keeping your energy up?" Like, they could have started a whole conversation with me and then offered me something I needed. That's a big thing. You want to give people something they need. You want to solve a problem. You don't want to just get what you need. You want to give people what they need. Okay, so this is something that is really easy, right? The connection should be genuine. So remember that post that I showed you where I was asking people about if it's hard for them to talk about getting their will or life insurance done. So she commented on my post, and this is what I said. "Hey, love, thanks for the feedback on my post. You probably already have your will done, but this is a service that I offer. So if you know anyone who needs their will done, please send them my way. If you need to update your information, I can send you a great tool that I use that's inexpensive, quick, and easy." The biggest objections for the service that I offer are, I don't have enough money to get it done. I don't have enough time to get it done. It's too challenging to be on the phone with a lawyer to figure all this out, right? And so I immediately addressed the objection. And this is what she said. "Good to know. We talk about it all the time, but I'm ashamed to say we haven't completed legal paperwork." Oh man, why not? She said, "Life's biggest devil, procrastination." Right there, she gave me permission to follow up with her. "You're going to have to follow up with me because I'm a procrastinator." And so I said, "Oh, I know that one well. Well, let me help you get it taken care of." And I go into explaining my service and how I can help her. I was able to get the link over to her so that I could get her taken care of. It's super easy. You see how I reminded her why I was reaching out to her. Like, "I appreciate your feedback on my post." Right? And then I gave her the benefit of the doubt. "You probably already have this taken care of." Took the pressure off. So she doesn't have to worry about telling me no. I took the pressure off. I'm not afraid of no. I've had enough no's this year to no longer be afraid of them. So I took the pressure off, right? But just in case you might need it, this is something that I have for you that's quick, easy, and inexpensive. I addressed all of her possible objections, right? And then I opened up the door for us to have that conversation. So, groups. Like I said, you guys, it's going to be quick and easy. We only have a few more slides to go. So, hope you're taking really good notes. Groups. How to use groups to fill your pipeline. How do you use groups to find your ideal customers? Okay. So, remember how I told you guys, make sure that you are having 3 things, not 5 or 6 things, but just 3 things that you focus on. If you have more than 3 things, I saw a couple of people who registered for this class who had like a list of things at the top of their profile that they're involved in or that they're interested in. You want to knock that down to 3, no more than 3, okay? And so one of my things is I'm a homeschool mom. So I'm a part of a homeschool group, and this is what I posted in the homeschool group, right? Our biggest 2020 homeschool win was taking our family on a month-long vacation. And I list all these things we do on vacation. And then the call to action was, what was your big win this year, right? That was my call to action. And so I sent a message out to somebody who commented, and I said, "Hey, I wanted to send you a message about how we plan our trips." So this lady, she actually commented on the post and she said, "Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to do that. I want to do one trip every 6 weeks. I just don't know how to make that happen." So I sent her a message and I said, "Hey, especially since you want to do one every 6 weeks, we work for ourselves. We can work from anywhere. And one of the things that we do is we plan all of our vacations for a month. So whenever we go on vacation, we're gone for an entire month." And so we stay on Airbnbs, and I'm explaining to her the process. And she's like, "That's amazing. Do you mind telling me what you do for work?" You see, I didn't spam her with, "You need to do this. You need to try this. You need to watch this video. You need to come on this Zoom. You need to join this webinar," right? I just opened up the door for the natural flow of conversation. Yeah, my husband and I can work from anywhere. We work from ourselves. We have these amazing vacations and trips with our kids. And so they're like, "Okay, wait a minute. How do you do that?" And then so I said, oh, and I'm able to open up that conversation on what we do. And we went on to have a conversation. I took this conversation, was able to invite her to an event so that I can get her all squared away and taken care of and making an additional stream of income. It does not have to be complicated. It's just having a conversation. This is somebody that I did not know. She's just a member of the same group. All right, really quick, I wanted to point this out. Algorithm, we've all heard that term, right? What about Facebook algorithms? Okay. When you have a team, you really want to pay attention to this, okay? And this is something you may want to share with your team, with your upline, if you're in network marketing, with your friends, if you guys are part of the same coaching community. Here's something that happens. If you post something on Facebook and you and I are in the same company, so let's say we're both in ABC Inc. So we're both in ABC Inc. You post something, I like it. Facebook is like, oh, okay, so they must be in the ABC link circle. And then they show it to all of our mutual friends and everybody that they think likes or has interacted with ABC Inc. And so that is something you want to be very mindful of. If you feel like nobody's seeing my post, the only people that ever comment on my post are the people that are already doing business with me. That's because that's how it's designed, right? And so how do you break the algorithm? Well, there's a few different things that you can do. One is, as you are a part of these different groups, these different networking groups, ask those people to interact with your posts. You can put a thread on there like, hey, I need some love on this post. If you love on my post, I will love on your post, right? And you go and you add comments and things to other people's posts. What that does is that exposes your networks to each other. And then it opens it up so that more people are able to see your post. Hope that makes sense. If you have questions, you can send me a DM about that. Okay, guys. How do you sell on groups? Well, when you join a group, there's this really great feature called the search bar at the very top. Use it. Use the search bar to find things like lawyer, LLC, I'm so tired. Like, these are things that are relevant to me, right? If you're in the weight loss industry, maybe you're going to search for things like workout partner, eat healthy. If you are, a new mom and your niche market is moms, maybe you're going to look at pregnancy, kids. You want to search keywords and then you want to connect with those people. Again, don't be spammy, but when you see the post, you want to comment, you want to like the post, you want to comment on the post, and if it's relevant, you want to send them a message. So for example, if they're like, oh my goodness, the baby is not sleeping. And let's say you have like essential oils or something, right? Then you can say, oh man, I understand how you feel. I have felt that way before. I have found a technique that puts my babies to sleep so fast. I'm going to send you a message. I'm going to send you a voice message. Check your others inbox, right? And so that's relevant. So then when you go into the inbox, you're going to remind them, hey, you were saying that your baby is having a tough time getting to sleep. This is a technique that I use. And then you're going to share the technique. And then you're going to open it up for conversation. You're not going to say, so do you want to buy it? Do you want to buy it? Do you want to buy it? I can send you the link to purchase right now, right? No, you are going to open up the conversation. If they are like, oh my gosh, yes, I need that, then of course, send them the link. But if they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not really sure about this, then this is something that you may have to cultivate over time. This is something where you're like, yeah, I felt the same way. I really wasn't sure this was going to work, but it worked for me. And I just took, keep it simple. I just took these little steps and it made all the difference. Keep it conversational. Keep the focus on solving the problem. Okay. Another tip you can use to use groups to sell is establish yourself as an expert. It's so easy to be an expert on social media. All you have to do is make sure that you are giving more than you take, and do not complain. Don't complain in the groups. Don't be in the groups talking about, oh, I can't stand it. And all these people are posting on this group about this, that, or another. Like, you don't want to do that. Okay. Don't complain, but allow yourself to be an expert problem solver. And if you become a problem solver, then when people have problems and you answer, they're going to listen to your answer. And when people have problems, they're going to look for you to answer them. So if you're the expert on, helping people lose weight or helping people start businesses or helping babies get to sleep, then when somebody has that problem, they're going to say, oh, I know somebody said this in the group, and they're going to search it and they're going to see you and they're going to be like, yes, that's who it was. And they're going to reach out to you because you've established yourself as an expert. So I see a question here. How do you track your follow-ups? Okay, so I have a handy dandy notebook. I like to write things down in my notebook. I also have giant papers on my wall, but our company has this really cool app where we can actually track when we send information to people. And so I use that. I put their information into this tracker app, and when I send them links, I send it through that app so I can see, if they've clicked the link, if they've engaged with it at all. And then it also allows me to sort it from like newest to oldest. So I'll sometimes flip it and sort it from oldest to newest. And then that way I can reach out to those people that I haven't talked to for a while and just follow up with them. And follow up is really easy. I'm like, hey, last time we talked about this, this, and this. Did you ever get that situation taken care of? Or, hey, whatever happened with this, this, and this? And I try to just pick up the conversation from where we left it off. And that leads me to my third thing when it comes to groups. Form genuine relationships. I have formed some really cool relationships with people from different groups just based on like interests. I've sent them friend requests. They've sent me friend requests. We build community. And then what happens is they end up sharing what I'm sharing on my page with their community. And so again, it opens up my network. Form genuine relationships, you guys. This networking business is all about building your network, right? It's all about adding value and building community. So those are my 3 tips for selling on a group. Okay, so we focus heavily on Facebook, but I want to share with you guys, I do have a class on selling that focuses more on Instagram. And it's actually taught by one of my social media mentors, who she makes thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month teaching people how to sell on social media. This is a 4-week class. It's only $2.99. If you go on Bitly, it's bit.ly/thevault2020. You can see the class. You can purchase it there. You could also go to conqueringlifetogether.com and click on courses, and you'll see all of the courses that we have available. This class is a flash class, so it's very quick, very easy, very simple. If you want like more in depth, if you're like, I need coaching around this, I need strategy, goal setting, you can schedule a coaching call with me on my website, conqueringlifetogether.com/let's talk. I specialize in helping people get to their next steps. So many times we get stuck. We're like, okay, I get this, but now what do I do? So I help you map out those next couple of steps. I did want to address one of the people who registered sent me their Facebook page, right? And here's the thing with Facebook pages. Facebook pages are great, but the way that Instagram has the algorithm set up is the business pages really grow from paid ads. And so the way that you circumvent that is you share the information on your personal page. If you do not want to share your business on your personal page, then being in business just might not be for you, because people need to know that you're in business, and you can direct people to your page. So for example, when I share my videos, I share them live from my personal page, but I always direct people back to Conquering Life Together. If they want to look at reviews, they can go to Conquering Life Together's Facebook page and they can, or Google, and they can see reviews on our company. And so I always direct them back. And so if you have a business page that you're operating from, that's fine, but still use your personal page, still follow these rules that I'm telling you, and then direct people back to that page.